Let's move on to your illustration 2. Now your illustration 2 says that the stock of materials on 1st January 2020 was 800 units at the rate of rupees 2 per unit. Following purchases and issues of these items were made. That is, the dates are given to you, whether it is receipt, what is the rate, and what is the issue, whether it was received, whether it was issued, and what is the rate which was done. Similarly, just like how we solved your previous problem, we will be solving this problem as well. Be careful of the chronological order of the dates and be careful whether you're receiving or whether you're issuing. This has to be kept in mind. When it is receipt, it is GRN. When it is issue, it is MRN. That is material receipt note. Okay. Now let's begin with the solution of this particular problem. Now, in order to solve this particular problem, I'm not really sure if you will be able to see the question in this because okay, but I will try my best to show you the question as well. I hope now it's clear to you all. You can see the question as well as the solution as well as the question of the particular problem. Now, in order to begin with the solution of the particular problem, to begin with, you as it is given, the opening stock is given to you, wherein it says 1st January it was 800 units at the rate of rupees 2 per unit. So the first date is 1st January 2020. That is opening stock. When you're bringing down the balance, opening stock which is given, that is 800 units. Okay, that is 800 units at the rate of rupees 2. 800 into 2 is 1600 will be your amount. Now next, which is the date which is given, is January 6th, wherein you are issuing. Okay, on 6th January 2020 you are making an issue. Okay, you're making an issue of how much? 350 units. 350 units. Now what was your balance? It was 800. So 800 minus 350. So 350. From this 800 you will be issuing 350 units. Okay, in your issue column write down 350 units at the rate of 2, because you're issuing it from this 350 into 2 is 700. So 350 minus 800 is 450 will be your balance. Okay, 450 at the rate of 2. 450 at the rate of 2. 450 into 2 will give you 900. Okay, will give you 900. So after your issue is done, then again your next date is January 9th. Now again in January 9th you're receiving. Okay, January 9th it is a receipt. 9th January 2020 you are getting a receipt. Okay, receipt of, you are receiving 600 units into 2.25 per unit. Okay, 600 into 2.25. 600 into 2.25 is 3,350. 1,350. Okay, now next again carry down the balance. What was the balance earlier? Bring down the balance here. 450 at the rate of 2, which is 900, plus this balance 600 at the rate of 2.25, that is 1,350. Okay, next date is after 9th you have 15th. Okay, after 9th you have 15th. On 15th, okay, on 15th again you're receiving 2020. It is a receipt. It is a receipt, that is 450 at the rate of 2. 450 at the rate of 2.50. 450 into 2.50 is 1125. 1125. Carry down all the balances which is given. 400 at the rate of 2, that is 900. 600 at the rate of 2.25, that is 1,350. And this balance also, that is 450 at the rate of 2.50, that is 1125. Okay, again the next date is January 18th. January 18th, that is 18/1/20. What is happening on January 18th? You are issuing 750. You are issuing issue of 750 units. Okay, now from where will you issue? From your balances. So first you will issue 400 units from 750. First you will issue 400 units at the rate of 2, which will be 900. Then for 750 again from 600, see how much is left. Okay, 600 minus 750, that is, okay, check for how many more units you have to, or 750 minus 750 minus 400, 350 more units you need to issue. So out of 600 you will issue 350 more units. 350 at the rate of 2.25. Okay, 350 into 2.25, that is 78, that is 7. Sorry girls, you've done a mistake. If you noticed earlier, while bringing down balance, we took it as 400, whereas the balance here is 450. Okay, so it is 450 at the rate of 2, that is 900. So 450 at the rate of 2 is 900. So 450 minus 750, again your balance will be 300 at the rate of 2.25. So 300 into 2.25, 300 into 2.25 is 675. Okay, 675. So 600 minus 300, you will have a balance of 300 which will be remaining. 300 at the rate of 2.25. Okay, 300 at the rate of 2.25, that is 675, plus the 450 of 2.50. 450 2.50, that is 1125. Next, what is the date which is given? It is 21st January. Okay, on 21st you are again issuing. Okay, again issuing 300 units, that is 21st you are issuing 300 units. Okay, now when you are issuing 300 units, again check for your balance which is given. 300 units, that is 300 at the rate of 2.25, that is 675. Okay, again what will be your balance which will be remaining? The balance which was left earlier, that is 450 2.50 1125. Next, what is the date which is given to you? It is 24th. On 24th you are receiving, that is 750. 24th you are receiving 750 at the rate of 2.60. Okay, 24th 120 you are receiving 750 at the rate of 2.60, 50 at the rate of 2.60, that is 1950. Okay, now what is the balance which was left earlier? It is 450. The balance which was left earlier, it was 450 at the rate of 2.50, 1125, and this particular balance of 750, that is at the rate of 2.60, 1950. Okay, the next is what is the date which is given? It is 26th January 2020. Okay, on 26th January you are again making an issue of 450 units. Okay, of 450 units, you're issuing 450 units. Now in your issues column, okay, now in your issue column, let me just extend the lines for you all so that you don't get confused. Okay, next in your issue column you are issuing 450 units. Now 450, you already have the balance here, 450 at the rate of 2.50, that is 1125. So 450 is done. Carry down the balance, that is 750 at the rate of 2.60, that is 1950. Then the last date which is given to you after 26th is Jan 38th. Okay, 30th January 2020, here you are again issuing 300 units. Okay, you're again issuing 300 units. So while you're issuing 300 units, 300 at the rate of 2.60, 300 at the rate of 2.60, that is 780. Okay, so 300 minus 750, what is the balance left out? 300 minus 750, the balance which is left out is 450 at the rate of 2.60. 450 into 2.60, that is 1170. So therefore the closing stock on 30th January 2020 is 450 units at the rate of 2.60 is equal to rupees 1170. Okay, this is how you do this particular problem. Moving on to your next illustration, you have illustration 3. Similar to your previous illustrations, it says prepare a store's ledger from the following transaction adopting FIFO method. Pricing out, then the details are given as follows. Again, when it is opening balance, take down as opening balance. Whether it is purchased, well, you are purchasing is nothing but it is receipt, right? While you're issuing, it is your issues. So similarly, bring down the balance and carry down the balance. Your illustration 4, no extra information is given to you, no extra no extra changes or any additional information or any add-ons is given to you. So similarly with your 4th illustration also, everything is given to you in clear. information. Similarly, create opening balance. While it is receipt, put on receipt. While is it issuing. Okay, only while it is receipt you are carrying down the balance. While it is issue, you don't have any balance except for the balance which is left out in the balance column. Okay, please be very careful while you're solving the particular problem. Again, in your illustration 5, it is similar. You have your opening balance which is given. Your purchases is nothing but your receipt. Again, you have one particular thing which is given to you here. That is one change which is given here. It is telling it is the shortage of 20 kgs. I will work out this particular problem now. Okay, in this particular solution you only saw that there is one difference, that is shortage. Very simple, very easy, nothing to get scared about. Just solve the solution as to how you have been how you've been solving the solution earlier. Okay, now based on the question that is given to you in your illustration 5, okay, it says there is opening balance. So the opening balance here is on March 1st. So on 1st March, okay, on March 1st, your opening balance is, it says 100 kgs of at 5 per kg. Okay, 100 kgs at 5 per kgs in your opening in your balance column. That is 100 at rupees 5. Okay, sorry guys, 100 at rupees 5. That is 500 is your opening balance. Next, it says it is next and under your chronological order. Sorry girls, I will not be able to show you the question as well as the solution. So please refer to your question from your textbook or the images which I've sent. So I will just be showing you the working out of the particular problem. I hope my voice is also very clear. Okay. So next it says the chronological order of the date. You are purchasing. Purchasing is nothing but receipt, right? So purchased 200 kgs at 6 per kg. Second, on 3rd March, you're making a purchase, that is nothing but receipt. Okay, or you can write it as purchase for your convenience. Okay, purchase of 200 at rupees 6 per kg. 200 into 6 is 1200. Okay, now what is the balance which was earlier? It is 100 at the rate of 5, that is 500, and 200 into 6, that is 1200. Next date which is given is 8th March. Now 8th March you are issuing 140 kgs. Issue. Okay, 8th March you are issuing, that is issuing 140 kgs. Okay, 140. So 140 units you are issuing, okay, or kgs you are issuing. So you have your balance as 100 at the rate of 5. 100 at the rate of 5 is 500. Now you have to issue 40 more. So from this 200 you will issue 40 at the rate of 6. 40 at the rate of 6, that is 240. Now 200, okay, from 200 what is the amount for 200 minus 40 is 160. 160 is left at the rate of 6. 160 at the rate of 6 is 960 will be your balance. Now again the next date is 9th. On 9th you're making 9th March, you're purchasing 100 kgs at 7 per kg. 100 into 7, that is nothing but 700. Bring down your balances which you have, that is 160 into 6, that is 960, and 107, that is 700. After which after your 9th March you have your date as 14th March wherein you are issuing. Okay, on 14th March you are issuing 200 kgs. So 200 you have 160 at the rate of 6, that is 960. You're issuing 200 units. Okay, you're issuing 200 units. So you've already issued 160. Now from this 100 you need to check how many more units are left. Okay, 40 more units are left. So from 100 you will issue 40 at the rate of 7. 40 at the rate of 7, that is 280. So 100 minus 40 is 60. 60 is the balance of 7. 60 into 7, it is 420. Okay, what was the balance which was left? Now after 14th March you have 21st March. On 21st March you are again purchasing 250 at rupees 8 per kg. Purchase 250 at the rate of 8 per kg, that is 250 into 8, that is 2000. Carry down the balance. Now what was the balance left? 60 at the rate of 7, that was 420, and 250 at the rate of 8, that is 2000. Okay, after 21st March you have 25th March when you're again issuing. 25th March issuing 180 kgs. Okay, issuing 180 kgs. Now what is your balance which is left for your issue? That is, you will issue for 180 kgs, you will issue 60 at the rate of 7, that is 420. Now from 60, now how many more you have to issue? You need to issue 120 more. So from 250 you will issue 120 more at the rate of 8. Okay, into 8, that is 960. Okay, so 120 minus 250 is 120 minus 250 is 130 will be your balance which will be left. 130 at the rate of 8. 130 into 8, that is 1040. So lastly, you need to check for, no, you will not carry down any balance like we used to carry down earlier, but you will take your information on 30th. It is telling a shortage of 20 kgs. Now last on 30 March you will write shortage 20 kgs or 20 units okay, write down in your columns, that is in issue. Now how will you get to know your you have a shortage? Because your issue, because 20 kgs is a shortage from your the last balance which is there. So in your issues column, write down 20 you're issuing at the rate of 8. Okay, 20 at the latest rate which is available to you. Okay, that will give you 160. 20 into 8 is 160. Now what is the 20 minus 130 is 110. 110 into 8 is 880. Okay, this is how you need to do it. From your 130 you have a balance, or you have a shortage of 20 more. So at the rate of 8, which will give you 160, 20 minus 130 will give you 110 at the rate of 8, which will give you 880. So this is with the solution of your fifth illustration. Okay.